Hey Fart fans, welcome back. Dave Sicily here, and once again, I am delving into Elden Ring with yet another World of Warcraft based build. This time, the Frost specialization Mage. Okay, what's the main difference between a Frost Mage and the other mage and the regular Mage? Well, I mean they're frosty. They're a whole lot frostier. They're a whole lot colder, and they like their icicles. Yeah, so this is a frost build. There's a lot of frost spells in Elden Ring. Maybe not as many as the arcane spells. I was actually surprised how many spells are in Elden Ring that are similar to the arcane specialization spells, but there's still a nice set of frost spells too, and this is the one I was actually really looking forward to. Anyway, hope you'll have fun. If you do, be sure to like and subscribe and engage, as YouTube likes to say. Let's get started. Let's get farting, as I like to say nowadays. There we are. We are now in the light. You can get a better view of what I'm going for. So let's just get to the first boss. I've actually prepped this one a bit this time. And now let's get into actual build. We're just talking looks at the moment because I really like how this guy turned out. As for the actual build, once again, just as before, World of Warcraft mages absolutely pile on the intelligence. So once again, they have an almost unreasonable amount of intelligence. Well, okay, so when you're a spellcaster, maybe not so much. A whole crap ton of mind, lower HP than I would like, and again, not necessarily the most optimized setup, because once again, World of Warcraft mages were... This is about recreating the character class from the game, so this is not necessarily your best setup for a mage. And of course, the lower HP, other stats are on the low side. We just pile everything into int, guys. That's how it worked. And oh yeah, now that I know about spellcasting speed, like, oh right, Elden Ring does have spellcasting speed, which was a more significant thing in World of Warcraft in Wrath of the Lich King. So that will be a concern. But first, you're gonna max out int and other stats before I start talking about that. And let's talk about our spells, shall we? Oh, I don't have the spell list. Anyway, we have Blizzard, which is not exactly the same as Blizzard from World of Warcraft, but, you know, it's the best I got. We have Freezing Orb, we have Frostbolt, and we have... No, that's a Slash. I forget what the spell is called, the World of Warcraft, but the close range, or it was like Cone of Cold, I think. This is the best I can do for doing Cone of Cold. It's a short range frosty ability that mostly serves to slow down and freeze people rather than actually do damage. And Hoarfrost Stomp is pretty good in that sense. Actually, no, this is not Hoarfrost Stomp. This is the Divine Wind Beast. Oh, right, I should add, the rest of the build is really pretty obvious. Just charms, everything that increases spell power, shortens spellcast. Actually, I haven't decided on spellcasting time yet if I should stick with that. And I think my... Oh, where did I put my... Right, I put that here. I put the flask on the menu bar, short menu bar. Okay, let's start you off with the Freezing Orb. Wait, what hit me? Oh crap. This is not like World of Warcraft, it's not an instant cast. Icicle Lance, was it called? Oh right, I'm supposed to be using Blink. Unfortunately, this is a little tricky, once again, as I've said before. Will that even reach him? It's really hard to use all these spells sometimes. So, yes, I know I'm dodging. I do not have my... Wait, do I have the right knife fit? No, I don't have it equipped. Well, that's okay. This guy is never... Margit's never much of a challenge at this point in the game. He's down. There we go. Again, I know it's not, what's it called, the Miriam's Vanishing spell, but the Miriam's Vanishing spell does not properly replicate how Blink works. So I am not using it. Now I will put on my Mage armor, which basically functions the same way as that's a buff, which is increase my damage resistance by roughly 20%, which is how the actual number is in World of Warcraft. If you have high-end gear and armor, and you cast Mage armor, it will go up to like 20% reduction, and that's exactly where I am now with this. So that's a happy coincidence. I mean, it's not like, even though this is a faster version of Miriam's Vanishing, it's not like it's as... I don't have the range. It only goes a short way, so... And on one hand, it's a bit quicker, but on the other hand, it's shorter range. So it's not like I'm getting a huge benefit here from using it. But yeah, no, Blink... I know Miriam's Vanishing is functionally similar in concept, but the actual Blink spell, its utility is instant cast. You cast it and you instantly appear. And in Miriam's Vanishing, it was more like there'd be like a 1 or 2 second delay before it'd go off, and that was killing me. It's just not, it doesn't work. That's not how Blink works. It's instant. So without that similarity of function, it was just, it looks kind of similar, but functionally it was not similar. And that made all the difference in the world. So, thus Bloodhound Step, which actually acts much more similarly to how Blink would actually work. So that's why I'm using, and oh yeah, most importantly, I don't have to switch to a spell slot to cast it. I already have too many spells to worry about here. This is tricky. Okay, I don't think this will reach you. Oop, I should have switched. I should be blinking. I know, I'm just so used to dodging, I'll tell you. Oop. Oop, I gotta put on my mage armor. Yeah, I actually haven't played this yet. I mean, sure, I ran around and set up some boss location, and set up all the, oh yeah, this goes through the wind, even though, if anything is more likely to be blocked by that wind, it is a blast of cold air, more than an actual arrow. The arrow is more likely to go through. I mean, likely won't hit anything, but a blast of cold wind is just definitely going to be dissipated. But don't, like, quote me on that. I don't want some meteorologist to suddenly come in here and be all like, no, I don't have any more. Crap. I really shouldn't turn this into a spam run. I mean, oh wow, that's like, okay then. I think all I have to do is poke. Poke. Yeah, right there. Right in the private parts. Yeah, that's sort of how you'd probably look like by level 20 or so. Yes, I know, I'm saying this is like the level 40 dungeon, but you know, just stick with it, okay? See, now I've got my chapeau, which is level 40, and for some reason I'm wearing level 20 gear, but, you know, it's not like that didn't happen. I've had some crazy bad luck in World of Warcraft before, where I would have, like, I would be stuck with, like, level 20 gear all the way into the 40s. It has happened, you know? Alrighty, now let's just jump to this boss. Like I said, this time I'm set up at a lot of bosses. I don't have to be doing a lot of running around. And we got our favorite pal here doing the unsuspecting friend. Let's give him the ultimate push, shall we? Whoa, wow, okay. He surprised us for once. Well, oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's about time he finally got one in, right? I mean, no one ever bats 1,000. Eh, whatever. So, Frost. Oh god, you're right in my face. You're right in my face. Ah! Now, unfortunately, this doesn't have the range of Frostbolt. See, it's not very far, so that's one little problem. This spell is not very Frostbolt-like, because Frostbolt, well, it's not a very long-range spell, but it's longer than that. It's more like 35 yards when you have the specialization to increase the... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Although it usually wasn't worth increasing the range on spells, but... Alright, I have a... Or at least I don't really understand what the value of was increasing range of spells, because as far as rates are... Ooh, you just want all the damage, and range is not going to do it. So when would you want bonus range? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm going to guess you'd want bonus range in World of Warcraft. When you're in PvP, maybe? And it is useful in PvE when you're just leveling up. See, Frost was probably the best leveling specialization in World of Warcraft. Okay, arcane armor. Yee. Oh, right, I forgot I need more buffs, because even Frost Mages, they had a lot of buffs. Now, it's not like Arcane. Arcane was usually just more straight damage buffs. Frost Mages, though, it was more speed, cast speed. And I don't think there's any, like, casting speed buff in the game. Like, not like it just you have a consumable and you can do casting speeds. Ship. Ooh, this is going to really mess me up later. Yeet. I am definitely going to need... No! Why am I using... What? That is not the spell I want. Yeah, this is the problem with having so many different weapons and spells covering. You got to go through everything. So when I just want to use one ability, it can be tricky to switch between them. Yes, I know, Blink, you weren't able to use it over and over again like that, but what can I tell you? Okay, let's see if I can reset Frostbite, because I've heard that's a big deal. Oh crap, I'm not making my dodge. Okay, let's do Dark Moon. I'm too afraid to cast Blizzard. I know it's... Ice Storm is not the same as Blizzard. The functionality is very, very different. But it's literally called Ice Storm, so it's my best top. It's my best bet for using a ability that stands in for Ice Storm. Die. Shit. No. Come on, finish him off. Oh crap, how did I survive that? I shouldn't have survived that. I took all 3 of the balls. Okay, whatever. Lower level. Gotta remember, it's a lower level. I haven't really, like I said last time, I hadn't actually played any kind of mage build. I haven't played any kind of mage build in Souls since the first Souls game. I mean, honestly, I could do this whole round of build stuff in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, right? And I'd still have plenty to do because I'd never done any of those kind of builds in Dark Souls 2 or 3. I only ever did my good old sword and board build and a level 1 build, and I didn't even finish the level 1 for Dark Souls 3. I never got beyond Midir, not because I gave up, but because it, just other games came along and just sort of fell off my plate.
My utmost for
No, there is no charging. I'm sure some people say, why don't you charge a spell? Why don't you charge a spell? Well, you couldn't charge spells in World of Warcraft, so I can't charge spells here. Ooh, I interrupted the spell with a Bloodhound step. I didn't know you could do that. Ooh, 2 in a row. I mean, I missed the spell, but still cool. Yeah, Blink's awesome when you can spam it. Who knew? Come on, let me pass. I don't know, this guy is so in my face. I don't know if I can use any other spells. Unfortunately, there's only so much I can do with this build. Good, you're gonna let me just buff away. That's real nice of you. Oh, and again when he hits that hard. Yeah, that was a mistake. Good. Stand there while I spam away. Okay, well, this is kind of cowardly doing this, but if you're just going to stand there, and I can just stand here and cast spells, I'm going to do it. What did I say? He was just standing in one spot. Am I supposed to just not spam spells on him? I mean, that's more World of Warcraft Mage than anything else. Maybe I'll do that for the rest of the weekend after... Because now that I think about it, I really don't think... Hello! I'm so used to just running by you. Should I bother fighting you? I don't know. I don't know. I've gotten so used to running by this guy. You know what? I'm skipping a lot of bosses tonight, so why not? Okay, no, I'm not skipping bosses. I'm avoiding a lot of running around that I usually don't have to do. Or I usually have to do in these runs, so... I got time. Ooh, see, that's definitely... Oh, shit. Damn, you're too fast for that. I absolutely missed the button just then. No, I didn't want to cast that spell just then. Ah. Oh right, I forgot to get my new armor. I mean, after killing Margit, going through what I was saying was like a raid-like dungeon, I should have definitely gotten some better armor. Or in this case, something better looking. Oh, are you kidding? Ah, poo. Okay, let's concentrate. More folk. Actually, no, I should get my new armor. So, after going through Lendl, which would be like a Stratholme level raid dungeon, let's get some better looking gear, shall we? What did I have before? That looks more of a late level gear. What about hands? That definitely looks like something we'd be using at a higher level. Boots, honestly, you're not really going to see the boots, so I'm not going to bother with the boots. What about the hat? What about the hat? What's going to look better? If I were a warlock, it'd be something like this. What is a more higher level looking thing for like something to be like level 50, 60-ish? What would work? Oh, maybe this. Yeah, that works. Yay, frost damage rocks. Good lord, this guy refuses to let me go near him tonight. Okay, that was a lot of spam rolling just then. What was I supposed to do? Oh, that fireball thing. Of course it is. Well, I am glad oh, mage armor's not on. I survived that. Oh, I charged that again. Sorry. As I said, I'm still not sure if it should be legal for me to cancel Ice Storm, or to cancel Frostbite. Because that's a thing in Elden Ring, but it's not a thing in World of Warcraft, so I'm not sure if it should be legal or not here. I stagger him or something? I think I did. I hit him in the eye. But I couldn't tell. Bastard. Oh, Colonel's dead. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'll just give it a shot. So yeah, no, Final Fantasy 14 classes, I know a lot of them change up. How a lot of the classes work, they're actually quite different from how their classical function is, but... Ow. Right, I should have buffed first. But because of those changes, in a lot of ways, I don't know how a lot of the spell... Oh, I shouldn't have cast that. Because of those changes, I really don't know how a lot of those classes play now. Like, the Final Fantasy 14 versions are very different from the classic versions. Anyway, I can't really talk anymore, so I should focus. Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get spammy here. I don't have a choice. These guys are just really... They're a real pain in the ass up close and from afar. So there's no real choice on the matter. Aha, you got frosted. Fine, stand there and cast your spell. Well, Frost was always good for managing mobile enemies. Ah, it ate it. See that? His little shadow ball got eaten up by Ronnie's moon there. That's right. You buff. You do your phase 2 thing. Good boy. Ow. Come on, throw your little fireball. It won't go through my little ice ball. Oh, that one didn't. Oh! Oh no, wait, it didn't one-shot him up. It didn't, like, blow up all his HP, it just reached the end of the bar. Okay, that was fun. That was quick and easy. It's pretty much the same thing. It's also pretty pokey. Oop, don't screw around, don't screw around. Don't screw around. I was screwing around. That's why you don't screw around, kids. I get a few of these in. Hopefully. Oh, now he just stands there. Aha, my orb was able to go around the pillar of horrible ugly. Look at those things. Oh, they're dead people. Okay, I can't screw around here. I'm just gonna cast, or just spam these. I know it's not the most finessey thing to do, but he's extremely high damage and I'm extremely squishy. Yeah, okay. He's actually even too fast for the homing projectiles. So cheap I can go right through walls like that. I mean, what's new, really, for Elden Ring, but still. Actually, for Dark Souls in general. I pressed... Oh, come on. I mean, I was literally going into the dodge animation just as he went through. Where are you? Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Okay, this has gotten weird. This is a risk. Wow, risk paid off. But you know what? That was actually kind of lucky. So it's not like there's no benefit, just let him stay frostbitten like that. Okay, I shouldn't have just stood there casting a spell just then. That. Now, I'm not sure if he's actually frosted just now, but... Throw that stupid potion. There you go. And he's off again. Damn it. Well, I got that spell off in time, or that buff off in time. Okay, so apparently Bloodhound's step doesn't work on those lasers. You can do it, but it won't go through it. Oh, stop flying off! I'm at the point now where I don't really want to do this again. So if this doesn't go bad, then I'm just gonna... Oh, come on. Finish it off. Finish it off. I didn't really have room to... Well, okay. I had room to use the spells, but trying to switch between 3 different Ashes of War is tricky. Okay, once again, unlike last time, I am not going to just sneak up behind... What's his name? Gideon? Ofnir. I'm not going to just sneak up behind him this time. I am going to fight him honestly. Good old-fashioned mage match.
I knew you'd come to stand before the elders.
So no cheaping, just a straight fight. I mean, plus I don't think I could really do anything like that anyway.
I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne.
It went fine last time.
Because high hopes for us that we continue to strive.
Are you still talking? Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you're done. You're barred here. Yeah, you're out. Oh shit, he's doing the same thing I'm doing. Crap, 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 crap.
You fought well until now.
Okay. That got messed up. How did that even hit me? We just need him out of the way now. It doesn't matter, right? Oh crap, that's not... Wow, he's a pincushion. Ah, he hit a wall. You know what? Shouldn't laugh. This is not a fight that even should still be going, so there's no reason to comment on it any more than that. Let's just move on. No one wants to see him anyway. Just as is, but I very strongly think I'm gonna need to party up, because that's how World of Warcraft works. You gotta party up with your friends for the harder challenges. I don't think I can even get off any other spell than this. Oh. Damn, I could have gotten that off. Oh, wait, why are you still casting it? He interrupted it. That was weird. The spell was interrupted. Okay, that was weird. I'm up and... whatever. That was a weird risk anyway. But that was actually going way better than I was expecting, so... Huh. Huh. I guess when you're not trying to cast a really slow casting spell at a bad time and you know what, that was more luck than anything. I'll probably just be spamming spells again. Ow. I know I'm using the fire pot thing again, but I'm really am curious to see what will happen. If this whole reset frostbite thing can be... If you can actually really use it, like you can actually reset it as a viable tactic. I tried to use it on Placidusax, but I couldn't tell if he was frosted or not. Ooh, I forgot to put on Holy Resistance. Damn, I could have got a spell off just then. Huh. Okay, that was really just more good dodging than anything else. I mean, I should be using all the different spells, but, you know, again, I'm at the point where actually fighting like a World of Warcraft mage is not a smart idea. So, but instead of, like, actually trying to do all that, I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna fight like I normally would. Because I keep thinking this is not gonna go well. Right? And then it does. Okay, now for some Holy Resistance, even though I don't think this will go well. What? Yeah, I couldn't even... Okay, whatever. So, I don't care to fight him again. I just don't enjoy the amount of time. Like, there's been so many times where I'm like, oh, I beat Radagon quickly. Yeah, okay, we'll do Adon Beast. And then it's like, then I'll get beat by Radagon. Next thing you know, an hour and the stream has gone by. So... as far as I'm concerned, Radagon's beaten. I don't care for Elden Beast. I just don't enjoy him. There's always one. Alright, there's always one. I was expecting him to use the damn hammer, and he used the explosion instead. That sent me flying. Thankfully, I sent up the elevator. I keep thinking there's a key. Hopefully I'm wrong. Because there's no locked door I gotta deal with. Yay. Okay, good. Now I don't have to deal with any of that crap again. Scratch my bum. Not my head. I don't need a haircut. Fine, you can touch my head. Wait, are you in the fight now? Oh, shit balls. You're freaking kidding me. Honestly, it might be simpler to just die here than to try to deal with him as well as himself. Yeah, forget it. Just too complicated to deal with both of them at the same time. And he's actually pretty chunky. And off he goes. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Oh, that was close. You ran away again? Oh, come on. You know what? Might have more luck just spamming Dark Moon. I mean, longer range. He doesn't move very quickly. And the tracking is quite good. So. Of course, I do have to actually hit his head. He seems to realize what I'm trying to do. Suddenly he's dodging, double dodging. I don't think I've ever seen him do a double dodge like that. He just dodges and then immediately runs away. And then immediately dodges again, or teleports again, I should say. I pressed it. Come on. Okay, Ice Storm, not so effective on him. At least I'm not seeing any of those crazy 5,000 HP damage Ice Storms I was seeing with the Death Knight. Oh shit, that was dumb of me. Come on, take him out. Okay, we are officially into... Actually, no, I don't have to say that. This should deal with him. Yeah, and even him in the face, just sort of hit him in the back of the throat. So, yeah. We got Estelle in for a change. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Let's start with some of these. Yeah, I gotta actually have to... Whoa. I have to actually get close here. Because the spell actually doesn't have a very long range. That was a risk, that was a risk. Damn it. Wow, that was a bad place to be standing. I'm gonna get hit by that. Standing on top of the blood flames and then get hit by a it was just a bad confluence of just nastiness. That was... yeah, that was painful. Okay, so the damage is fine, really, but it's not epic. So let's try this again. Don't use those so much. Lingering AoE, ground AoEs. It's like the mage's biggest enemy. Don't stand in the flames, as they say in World of Warcraft. Come on, get it off, get off, get off. Damn it. You know, I gotta stop doing that. That's smart. So it looks like I'm gonna have to actually be close to him. No, get out of there. Oh, you're stupid. They say don't stand in the flames, but you know, I guess they didn't have this in mind when they said it. Jeez, I actually tripped over there. Because the flames are everywhere. And they make me bleed. Oh god, these ones are still there. Okay, sorry to be a little spammy on that one by just spamming that over and over again, but the bloody dots on the ground were everywhere, like everywhere. I couldn't think of anything else. It seemed like every time I start moving in one direction, there's another flame. So glad World of Warcraft. Well, maybe Warcraft did do something like that at some point, but I don't remember anything like that. Oh, they'd have some deadly flames on the ground, but they wouldn't be like scattered haphazardly everywhere like that. Actually, wait, you know what? Now that I think about it, I do actually remember something like that. I just can't remember where it was, but yeah, they did do something like that. What are you doing? Why are you just standing there? The hell? What the hell was that? You got sick of just waiting for me to... Okay, I don't know what that was. That was weird. That's right. If you hit him in the face, you get stunned. What are you doing? Why are you just... What the hell? Why are these bosses just... standing there letting me shoot them tonight? Okay, well, this was barely worth writing home about. It's just... Huh. Well, first it was being a pest, and then suddenly you get a boss that just says, I'm bored, I'm just going to sit here. Then we got this guy who's just walking. Just walking. The hippo was. Well, quite simply... Oh, shoot. Right. He starts with that. If you, Oh no, he missed again. Weird. Almost like that spell throws it off. Actually, I should really be saying then. There's actually two or multiple dancers in that suit. Crapola. Yeah, the lock-ons are killer in this fight. Oh right, the orb eats the lightning bolts. I keep forgetting about that, but it's nifty. my mage armor. Probably one of the few times it's actually worth using. You didn't actually use mage armor in World of Warcraft until they actually introduced a talent that I think increased all your... If you had any mage armor cast on you, it would like increase all your resistances to all magic types or something like that. Because until that point, it was like, why would anyone use this? Didn't make a difference anyway. But then they did that. And then it became not worth it. Well, depending on the boss. Oh, it's a frostbite. I wish I could... Oh, crap. I'm gonna make a risk, calculated risk. This should kill it. We killed each other. And I get credit. And also remember to actually buff this time. Also, I never use this thing. Never get a chance to use that. Okay. Get this going really fast. Uses those. It'll block the glint blades. Where are you? Oh, okay, you're doing it. Well, I rarely ever see that one. Why did I forget about these? Again? Oh, that's me. I'm already having him. Seems this is like a whole weekend that's just bad for my dodge timing for some reason. It's been a while, I guess, since I fought her with an actual melee build, so... Okay, well, we're never... As mages, we're not supposed to be tanking melee bosses anyway, so we're gonna come summon in Josh. And I really don't want to get stuck on her all night long. At this point, you know how it's going to go. This is going to turn one of these fights where we're just going to carefully shoot one spell off at a time, dodging all the abilities. It's going to be like any other fight with her in melee. So, and that's just plain boring. So, we are going to go for aid. And because I don't want to be stuck on her all night long. I have too many bosses to do. Good Lord. You know what? I don't think I actually hit her with the orb yet. No, you're too close. You're too close. Too close. That's right. No! Get her attention, Josh. I'm too squishy. I can shoot balls too. Maybe not two at once, but... Oh shit. Yay, had to resort to calling for help, but oh well. I had to do it last time too. Just getting way too tricky with these hyper-aggressive melee bosses. But hey, that's how World of Warcraft played. It was actually extremely rare for... Actually, I don't... If a mage soloed a boss, it'd be like under very specific conditions where the boss was was very susceptible to very specific tricks that you could exploit or something like that. It would not be like an everyday occurrence. My crystals are poking through my hat. Now that is World of Warcraft right there. That's like the most World of Warcraft thing yet. Having your oversized gear poking through your gear or your hats or whatever it is. Oh! Did you see the laser? It deflected. It didn't get blocked. It just outright diverted. That was cool. No! Low HP sucks. It's not even that low of an HP total. And get a lot lower. Mages don't actually even start getting a remotely respectable HP count until, like, raid gear, practically. I have to actually spam the Dark Moon because nothing else breaches it. You know what? That's fine. You wanna go flying finger mode. I can trade spells to give. That's okay. Nice! It ate all the bolts. Yee! I think I might just spam this again. I can probably hit you from here. Oh, I'm gonna block that bolt. Oh shit. Come on. Damn your little fingers. Just one hit. There, good, fine. Well, that was a little surprising. A little bit of different flavor. Just spam the orb and it was like deflecting her shots. Or blocking them. Actually, no, I think the deflections were way cooler. Because the laser would hit you and then you just see it like zoom off to the side or something instead of just being absorbed. Anyway, I'm curious to see now what Josh... Oh, come on. Why am I missing everything tonight? I'm now curious to see how Josh is going to fare. Well, he certainly helps, can't deny that. What the heck was that was swirling around? Do you see the two yellow ones that were just sort of swirling around in circles? Like spiraling around each other? Well, not spiraling, they're like loop-de-looping. discount store Yoda is awfully effective. I was not expecting this. But he's also benefiting a lot from the reduced magic the magic resistance. Oop. And that got you in the face, but of course I take a big amount of damage first. Why not? And now we got to do this thing at lower HP totals. So I'm going to see if this will actually eat up the explosion. Well, it didn't, but I didn't take much damage from that either, so. You know, I'm just gonna keep spamming this. I want this over. Crap, he's gonna keep spamming his attacks too. Oh shit. Whoa. Real close on that blinker. Don't go all the way over there. You're gonna be spamming your stupid little... Ah. Get back here. My spell doesn't travel this far. Maybe it does. Let's find out. Oh, you know what? It will. Yay, but I had to summon help, so not that exciting a victory. Whoa, they missed! Ah, the flames missed! That was fun! They just bounced over my head. I've never seen that happen before. No. No. Nope. Even better time that one. Hit me anyway. Ooh, I think he removed the frost debuff on himself. I mean, he should. He's a big flaming... Well, he's a big flaming everything, so... You would think that the frost wouldn't work very well on him. But I gotta tell you, hey, I may have help, but this feels more like the Mage experience than when I'm just dodging or bouncing around him. I mean, if I wanted to just play another melee style setup, I would. So it's more fun this way, frankly. And once again, for anyone bothered by that, just a reminder, do check out my sword and board build when I did this under much, much more difficult circumstances. So I'm covered. My ass is covered. You know, maybe that's the answer. Using Bloodhound Step is throwing off all my timings, because the timings for Bloodhound Step is actually quite different than using the dodge button. Okay, honestly, didn't expect she could reach me on that one. Well, I'm glad someone still remains easy. So you don't have to make them an excuse for why you need to skip this one or summon Josh. Alright, I gave it my one. Now we're going to summon the full party. Something close to an actual three-man part. 5-man party a 3-man party. Because, I don't know, it just feels appropriate for this one. I brought my friends! The power of friendship! And you bring the power of fire, which is admittingly a little more interesting. Good lord, give me a chance here, buddy. My friends haven't gotten here yet. Someone started the fight without us. Which totally happens. I can't target the rest of his body for some reason. Oh right, he was a fun one to fight with Spiral. Because the Spiral spell, because I couldn't target his body, I had to get like more creative. Putts. Wow, he shot Josh out of the air. That was impressive.
Some of the scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes.
Will this chase him into the sky? Yes, it will.
With every last drop of my being.
That was an awesome way to end it. I am going to hit you with my most powerful attack. Smack him in the face and he gets knocked down. What a great way to end it. It was just, I don't know, that was funny. He says, I'm rising up, and smack to the face, like, oh, ow. It's so short range that it's drawing too much aggro on him. Oh, you know, that's probably not how it really works. Actually, it's how it works in World of Warcraft, apparently. Proximity apparently affected aggro, or at least according to the devs. Oh, good. It hits really hard. Hold him for me, Josh, for a minute. Crap. Crap. You know, if I can get a couple of these off. Yay! When you call for help, it really makes a difference. Yay! Oh well. No, we ain't gonna let that happen again. Oh crap, he's right behind me. Well, that was a shitstorm. God damn it. Yep. I actually timed it just fine, but then it got hit just once, and at that point it was pointless. I was not expecting this guy to present any kind of challenge. I might have to just do him and then go right to Millennia, because this is it's funny how when you do all these different builds, it's funny what ends up proving to be more challenging. Every different boss can, like, so many bosses will be, oh, this guy's hard, but he's so easy with this build. And yet, this one other boss will be like, this guy is super easy, but now he's crazy hard with this build. It's like, it's amazing the differences you can see when you do these builds. Whoop, nope. I wanted to hit him with this, and he clearly hasn't seen me. That's impressive. Wait, have I not hit him yet? What the? But Dark Moon hit him. He didn't register? Now we freeze the balls. Freeze them some more. Not that he has any left, but you know. Oh, this is so dangerous fighting this way. I can't see what he's doing at all. Because normally in melee, I only have to swing once, and then even if I can't see what he's doing, I can just do a thing where you swing and then you dodge, and you have no clue what's coming, so you just dodge anyway. Damn it. So even if you don't know what's coming, chances are you'll avoid whatever he's about to do. Uh-oh. This is worn off. I need my mage armor, which doesn't... I've only done this much damage so far? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is not going well. I gotta tell you, I was definitely not expecting this fight to present any sort of challenge tonight. And again, I wasn't expecting to even do this fight at all tonight. Damn it, I pressed it. Whatever. That's... No, not that one. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. FYI, this is a really bad way to fight this guy, just so anyone knows. Oh, you're up there now. Okay. Yeah, what am I going to do with you up there? It mucks things up too much. And now there's too much stuff in the way, and it gets stuck on things. It makes things overly complicated. Wow, this is getting funky. He's going all over the place. And I'm almost out of men again. Crap. I pressed the button, but okay. For some reason, there was a really long delay on the... Oh, crap. I'm stuck on... Crap, I'm stuck on... This is why you don't want to move out of the lake area. Get out of the menu. Get off. It's torrent. What the hell? Okay, another screw up. And I was pressing the button to get out of the menu and get off torrent, but for some reason it just wasn't responding. What a weird night this is. And I completely blew a mixed physics. God damn it. What? Oh. God damn, that stupid log, it wouldn't turn off. That probably would have did some real good damage. Well, okay, it still did good damage, but I would have preferred it was more like 8,000 than 4,000. Get out of there! Wait, did Lieutenant stop shooting? And there's that camera screwing me over again. Yes, get back, Lieutenant. You're back in the fight, finally. Yes, keep roaring. I don't know why. Oh, right. I know. This is why you're roaring. Yee. Come on, just one more shot anywhere. Any part of your body. Oh, God. Who would think that would be the final boss? Oh. Oh. Okay, let's do Millennia. But let's try it anyway. Oh crap, the spells don't interrupt her. Don't hiccup her. Okay, normally the dodging can get around her easily. Damn it, I should have healed the HP instead. Man, those are really hitting me a lot tonight. I can usually do that without getting hit. Well, at least I'll get hit once. And when she spams that ability, I'm usually screwed. mean, I liked what Josh was doing, but maybe we could get one of them. Wow, she is using Waterfall Dance on him. And she doesn't seem interested in me at all. I mean, he's a really good tank. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, yowza. This is almost stupid. It's really hard to dodge when you're beneath her like that. But the only problem now is just the reach of the spell is killing me here. And her dodging as well, that's not necessarily an unfair or bad thing, but it does kind of mean that this school of spells are now just, this is a bad option against her purely because of nothing to do with damage or strategy, but simply because of, well, they keep missing. I should not be standing here. This is really not a good place to be. Eventually she's going to realize that I'm the problem. Of course, then as soon as she does that, he whacks her in the back and she gets knocked. But I mean, this is the only spell I can cast here. She's dodging everything else. Why did I think she wouldn't use that on me? Okay, you know what? I know this sounds cheap, but one more spell would have killed her. So I know that was not technically a beat, but that would have done her in if I had that was just a really stupid mistake. But I'm not going to do it again because that was it. She was done. And I just made one really stupid mistake just then. But otherwise, it was over. So I'm not going to keep wasting time on her. Alright, but I said I'd give it a fair shot, see how it'd go without, but I don't feel like fighting him, just like, well, okay, you know what, I wasn't really fighting him straight up. Sure, I was fighting a little bit melee-like, but I was fighting those ranged stuff. Anyway, no, I gave it a shot. Now, let's get Josh in here, and now let's fight this like a mage. The way I actually want to do this. Man, I didn't. Man, I didn't do this whole build just to like fight the way I always do it. Come on, Josh. That's right, ignore him. Just let him keep attacking you from behind. Wow, he actually got the attack off. Or he got the final hit in. That was not supposed to go towards him. I don't know why he shot forward. Hey, it ate the meteors. Awesome. Come on, Josh, hit him. There we go. Crap. I got messed up. Okay, what was it? Why is it? When we started earlier, everything was going really well, actually. Now suddenly Josh is can't dodge anything, and he's getting mowed down before the fight's even halfway over, and first attempts always seem to be the best. Wow, okay. When you're more experienced, they always seem to be the best. When you don't know what you're doing, then different story. All right, take 8, 9. Well, Josh isn't actually a tank, and he's not fully leveled, so I don't think that'll really make that big a difference, really, because don't forget that one attempt, they're doing really damn well regardless. Oh, come on. Literally, in those first fights, all I was doing was literally just spamming Bloodhound Step, and it dodged everything just fine. Now it's not working because there is definitely an issue. Well, it's not an issue with the spell. That's how it's designed, but keep in mind the in World of Warcraft, frost spells were not a short-range spell. They weren't the longest range spell, but they weren't a short-range spell. But in this case, I'm being messed up just because of the range. And also because I don't know what's going on with Bloodhound Step suddenly. And suddenly I can't. The game has suddenly decided that spamming Bloodhound Step is I'm not allowed to do that. No, that's cheap. You can't do that or something. I don't know. I will say one thing, it's worth casting through that. The amount of damage you get off from that is just worth it. I did not press the right button. What the hell? I was dodging to the left. Why did it go to the right? What's going on here tonight? And Andreas is dead. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we're pretty much at the end of the stream here, and now I'm at the point where it feels less like I'm frustrated and more like I'm just like dumbfounded. I'm puzzled because now it feels like well, I don't know. Suddenly, pressing Bloodhound Step in the same timing as I was actually doing earlier, so they just don't work anymore. You can say I'm too tired, or I'm too frustrated, or the buttons are getting bad, or whatever is going on. I don't know. I'm at the point where it feels like there's nothing I can do. There's nothing left I can do, and I'm only just going to get even worse and worse as the night goes along, because